Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 343 I think we have this week. Let me find it. Yep, we have 343 Let You Down. Sorry, I didn't have it already pulled up this time actually. Alright, we're starting off seeing All for One, so yeah, let's just get into reading. No real need for a huge intro. Lies do not work on me. When a person possesses even the slightest malicious intent towards me, I know. What was the name of that quirk again? It came to me in that early period, during the advent of the exceptional. I combined it with other quirks to boost its efficacy, so the specifics are all a bit fuzzy. I think its original owner was a dull disappointment of a man, though his descendant did much better with it. Through some twist of fate, they wound up working with all might to threaten me. But this time, that very quirk will bring about my victory. That's right, nothing new on our end. There's no greater joy than when sown seeds at last bear fruit. Okay, so he knows when anyone has malicious intent towards him. That's almost like, well, I guess it's not quite like Danger Sense. I'm hankering for a fine drink. Perhaps 40-year Macallan. Um, how about one age 16 years? Our son could deliver it to you. Sounds perfect. Could I please have your son's contact info, just to leave nothing to chance? Of course, uncle, a necessity in these modern times. Oh? Hold on. This is odd. What is... How true. So, I wonder if this is just them saying Oji-san, like as in an adult man, or like if he actually has a living niece. I guess we'll have to see. So weird. No lies, no ill will. She's clean. I can let them go about their business, and even if they're interrogated later, they'll pose no threat to me. We've engaged in this ridiculous coded conversation to foil anyone who may be listening in, but that ends after today. Okay, so this is him making contact and stuff. So okay, saying uncle and everything is probably just a cover, since it's... I thought it was Aoyama's parents. I was gonna be like, is he a relative of Aoyama? But I think it is just because they were having a coded conversation. Tomorrow then. Yes, indeed. So it's not literal. And we're seeing the search quirk. Everything shining out. Alright. And now we have this really nice looking shot there. Number 343, Let You Down. We're seeing Izuku and Aoyama. Thank you for coming. Why are you out here, Aoyama? Weren't you being detained? My parents' lawyer got me released. I gotta tell everyone, we can rejoin the search effort and... Wait, I'd like to speak to you. It's almost funny. That courts and the legal system still exist despite Japan being in ruins. With society as it is now, would the old ways of living really get you anywhere? What do you mean, Aoyama? Let me tell you All for One's real goal. With the state Japan's in, do you know what's become of the rest of the world? The sudden crash in the value of the yen forced Japanese corporations into bankruptcy. That, plus the coordinated uprising of villains, caused the damage to spread worldwide. Now the world faces a crisis much like the Great Depression, or the period around the advent of quirks. Record unemployment, loss of faith in currencies, an era of total chaos. What are you talking about, Aoyama? Lacking the strength to implement long-term policies, Japan's society devolves into one scrambling for short-term safety. While the nations who've abandoned Japan prioritize their own stability. In such a world, imagine a country lacking potable water. Imagine if a quirk capable of producing that water were to suddenly appear, or electricity or gas, or strength. As the world's plunged into this state of chaotic decline, we suddenly have an arena ripe for a certain remarkable individual to take the initiative. He would become the world's arbiter, its very own Demon Lord. And of course we know his dream was to become the Demon Lord like in the stories he read. And this makes sense because, like, before it was like, causing the downfall of society and everything, but now it makes sense. If you cause the downfall of society, then somebody who can just give out powers would be sort of, again, the world's arbiter, I guess is really the best way to put it. He only had to rock that balance somewhere. It didn't matter how. I don't think so. The world would never go along with that. Besides, the world still has us. True, which is why it all has to end here. I'm sorry. Alas, I had to. Protect Maman and Papa. And then, All for One shows up. All for One? Splendidly done, Yuga Aoyama. How terrifying it must have been to turn on your friend like this. And of course this is probably the setup. How heartrending to betray someone who's put his faith in you. But you overcame the fear and pain. And that speech about my ultimate goal? How wonderful. Wrong in some of the details, but that's fine. Did your parents explain it all to you? Yes. They said you promised us a blessed existence in your new world. I believed in you, damn it. My pain cannot be measured by that singular word, Uncle. And then he fires at All for One, but it's blocked. Ungrateful little. That was such a believable performance, Aoyama. I had no choice. Otherwise we could not have lured him here. And I must say, your acting was tour de force as well. I couldn't help it once your tears started flowing. Again, though, he's attacking all alone, which, sort of makes sense given his arrogance, but again, it seems way too easy to separate him from the other members of the League of Villains, and it's like, what's going to stop them from showing up here or getting, like, teleported in or something? The tears are real. I truly am scared. In fact, I think I might have wet myself. You did great, Aoyama. This is for Mama and Papa, for all of my friends, and for myself. I shall fight All for One. Disappointing. How is this possible? I can lure Midoriya out at any point. I detected no lies, no ill will, neither when speaking to his parents nor to him just prior to this. How so? Well, it matters not. Trap or not, All for One is here within reach. The search quirk tells the user the location and weaknesses of those they see, and the heroes Tomita saw in the previous conflict are deployed and dispersed across the country. They will not make it in time to assist you. They didn't happen to notice that my people were drawing near. And now I'm afraid, and all of the members of the League start coming out of this goop. And now I'm afraid they're entirely too late. And we have, is that in the background, sort of towards the right, near the page break, is that, oh god, I don't know what to call him, dickhead guy that that All Might took out, like in one of the first episodes of the anime, one of the first chapters of the series on his way to school. The guy he took out on his way to school, is that guy? Mama and Papa told me something else. They told me what it is you fear most, All for One. Kurogiri. How did they activate him on the On the other hand, this may save us some time. You fear the world learning that Japan isn't finished yet. You fear the light and hope that will come with recovery. Oh shit. Oh hype. That's Monoma copying Kurogiri, isn't it? An endeavor comes through, and you fear Japan inspiring the world to unite once more. So today is the day, and this is the place where you fall. And Gang Orca, Miruko, Wash, all the others start coming out. Amajiki and Nejire. So cool. Man, it's so good. But if they do just fight head on and head on like this, then it feels almost like if this really, I almost like am a little incredulous as to what I'm seeing. If they do just straight up fight like this in a war, I thought it'd be a slow process of splitting them up one by one, but if they do just go to war like this, then it's like, I don't know, I guess the series is ending very, very soon. They're just wrapping things up. Because I'm thinking like, with the power that Shigaraki is at now, how are they, like, what is the plan? Like, the worst case scenario was fighting All For One's main body and Shigaraki at the same time, so how are they going to split them up now that they're together? Either way, incredible chapter, though. Moving us on to the end of the series. Wow. Nuts. Oh well. Either way, I guess I'm stuck having to wait until next week. Is there a break, or do we get one next week? We do get a chapter next week. Okay, so next week we'll see where things go. But for now, like, if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, my thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, asking, I'll give you one. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.